Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels. The airport can be a very daunting experience, and TSA doesn't make it any more enjoyable. Find out what happened when Kevin and I tried to get through TSA security at JFK Airport in this episode of my Tales from the High Seas. Now, we were on our way home. Disembarkation day off of the NCL Escape. And our car service took us from Pier 88 back to JFK. And, it was pretty quick. We got to the airport. We checked most of our luggage, which is what we usually do. We checked the carry-on. We checked the big 28-inch. So we only had Kevin's backpack and my shoulder tote, which again has all the electronics in it. Kevin's backpack is loaded. He's got the video camera, the microphones, his cell phones, everything related. I've got the laptop, my camera. I've got the Sonicare toothbrushes, the 2 travel alarm clocks, my cell phone. I mean, it's all in there. And that's why we keep a tight rein on those 2 pieces of luggage, because that's our entire Cruising with Wheels world. So we get to the airport and we do all that checking in, and we find our gate, and we're like, okay, time to go through TSA security. Always seems to be a nightmare. Because I know that I have to go through the pat down, and I always tell Kevin, I said, here you go, this is yours. You've got my tote, you've got your backpack, don't worry about me. I need you to just worry about yourself and getting those pieces of luggage through the scanner and you through the archway. I will stay here and wait for someone to get me and roll me through as I go through the pat down molestation and the swabbing and all of that. So he's got the 2 pieces, and you grab the tray. Everybody grabs the gray tray. Now, if you have to take your shoes off, the shoes go in the tray. Your belt, if you have to take your belt off, goes in the tray. And if you have to take your 311 bag out of your luggage, that goes in the tray. Things that they want to see out. Any coins, any metal needs to come out. Electronics, I guess, got to come out. Now, we're loaded with electronics. So the lady behind the scanner, the conveyor belt, she's I think our pieces rolled through, and she grabbed them, pulled them off, and brought them back and said, this all needs to be unpacked. And Kevin's like, what? She says, what do you have in here? It looks like you have a lot of stuff. Are they electronics? And he says, yes. He says, we're YouTubers, so yeah, I've got the camera and the camera case and well, they all have to come out. Everything has to come out. And he goes, what? He says, I've never had to take them out before. She says, you need to take everything out of this backpack and everything out of this tote bag. And every electronic piece, needs to go in a separate gray bin. And he goes, what? Yes, that means your camera needs to go in a bin. Your microphones have to go in another bin. He goes, do you know how many pieces of electronics I have in these 2 bags? That you're going to have like 24 gray bins lined up? That is ridiculous. He goes, and that is not going to happen. And he put the bags back down on the conveyor, and they rolled through the scanner again, and he went through the arches again. He goes, it's not happening. That is ridiculous. We have never had to do that before at this airport or any other airport. And he grabbed the tote bag. Well, she grabbed he grabbed his backpack. She grabbed my tote bag, and she sent it off. Now down the line, they have an agent, a TSA agent, standing there, and it's at the end of the line at this little desk, and I guess that's where they rip apart your stuff. Okay, so she proceeded to rip apart my shoulder tote, which made me very nervous because I've got the laptop, my camera, my cell phone, and all the other stuff, and she's pulling it all out. And you know what happens when people start pulling crap out? You don't know what's going to get lost or not lost. So she's pulling it and throwing it in a bin and pulling. It's like, why are you doing this? This is kind of goofy. And I know the last time, when this happened, remember we did the Alaska cruise. Do you remember we had the brick of fudge. Kevin bought fudge, and their scanners thought that it was C4 plastic explosives. So they were like, what's this? We're like, it's fudge. So, but that's all they did. They pulled it out. They said, okay, thank you, it is fudge. Done. But here they're ripping everything apart. And she's pulling, now I'm anal retentive. So I have created bubble wrap containers for my stuff. So I put together a bubble wrap sleeve where my cell phone is in, a bubble wrap sleeve that I created at home where my red camera goes in, because I know when you put stuff in a tote bag or whatever, it gets jostled around, and your tote bag you're throwing up in the overhead compartment, it's being thrown on a conveyor belt. So things like that, I think ahead. I cut pieces of bubble wrap and I tape it, and there's my little sleeve that I put that in. Well, she's taking it out, throwing it in, taking this out, throwing it in. Here comes our Sonicare, throwing it in. The laptop is coming out. She's unzipping it because it's in its own zip kind of foam container it came with, or we ordered to protect it. And so now my tote bag literally has exploded all over. And then she goes, all right, thank you, you're done, and shoves it all at Kevin. And he's like, I gotta freaking repack all this crap? Seriously? Now, while this is all going on, I have been wheeled through, I have been molested, grabbed, they're squeezing me, pinching me, checking me, swabbing my hands, swabbing my feet, lean forward, go to the side, check the wheelchair, swab, lick, the whole deal. And I'm done, and they're like, thank you, bye-bye. As they push me out, I'm like, what's going on down here? And he is flipping out. I gotta pack all this crap. This is ridiculous. I go, what happened? She ripped your entire tote apart. I hope I've got everything. I'm like, are you serious? So he grabs everything, the trays and my bag, and we go over to because they have these tables that are in between the conveyor belts. And so I roll with him, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to make sure I got all my stuff. He goes, well, I hope I've got everything. I go, well, don't just start shoving crap back, because I know what's in my tote. So you better tell me what you've got before you put it in. So now, also, we have my cane, what I call my transport cane, which helps me as Kevin picks me up, and he's got his arm around me as usual. Oh, that Kevin, he's always so handsy with me. And I've got the cane, and as he's getting me in and out of the wheelchair and putting me wherever. So the cane is on the table, the bins are on the table, my tote. And he's going, okay, I said, listen, get the laptop in there first. I'm going to pack it like I would pack it at home. He goes, okay. So I said, I got all the paperwork from the cruise. Now get the laptop in there. The coffee mugs went in there because it was the last thing we packed this morning. Camera, thank you. Cell phone, thank you. Sonicare toothbrushes, thank you. What else is that? Okay, pack it, great. I said, I think that's everything. He zips it up. We grab the tote. He's got his backpack already on his back. He is angry. I said, calm down. We got through it. Let it go. Okay, let's just get downstairs to our gate. So we roll over to the elevator. He's still, and he's just talking loud. I said, please don't piss off the TSA people before they come running to arrest us. And we get on the elevator. We go down. I've got my tote bag on my lap. But you have that feeling that you forgot something. You know what I'm talking about. There's this nagging thing that something is just missing. And all of a sudden, as we're rolling out of the elevator downstairs, going toward our gate, I go, where's my cane? He goes, what? I go, my cane. Where's my cane? He goes, don't you have it? I go, no. Oh my God, I think we left it at TSA. I go, it was on the table. You were packing the tote bag with the bins and the, because everything's got to go through the conveyor belt, the screener, the scanners, backpack, tote bag, even my cane. All has to be, I go, it's upstairs. I'm sure it's hopefully still on the table. He goes, forget it. I go, no, I'll get you another one. I go, we're kind of going to need it, or your life is going to be a little more difficult, and let's just go back up before, we just left there. So he's going, I'll go back to TSA. We get on the elevator, we go back up. He goes, I don't know where we were. I go, we were at the beginning. We were at either the first or the second one. Just let's roll by, look at the tables, and see if there's a black cane on it. Why don't I care about it? I go, just settle down, Sparky, settle down. So we're rolling by, and I go, there it is. It's still on the table. So he goes and he grabs it, and of course, him. Forgot the damn cane. You people are crazy up here. God, you got to pull everything up. I go, oh my God, shut your mouth. Thank you. Get the cane. Let's go. Don't be going back pissing off TSA. So we got everything now. You sure? Right? Cell phone, wallets, everything. Glasses, canes, wheelchairs. You got me. I got you. Let's just go downstairs. I just want to go home. I'm just so tired of this. There's always some TSA nonsense going on. Where it's like the stuff comes out of the blue. Like you've never experienced this before, but now all of a sudden, you have to have a gray tray for every single piece of electronics. Well, I didn't see anybody else doing that. And I know that all you people who were in that airport had lots of electronics, because I know y'all got your cell phones and y'all got your cameras, and so many people travel with their laptops for vacation or work or whatever. I did not see anyone else pulling all that stuff out and putting each piece in a separate tray. Big tray, a cell phone. Big tray, a laptop. Big tray, a camera. I didn't see anybody doing that. But we get there, and she's like, oh no, all of this has got to come out, and every piece needs to be in a tray. It's like, seriously? Not happening. But for some reason, we got the revenge on my tote, and that was ripped apart. So we got everything calmed down, got to the lower level. God, we had 3 gate changes. We were at the gate, and then boom, I'm going, we have a 3:30 flight, and we're not going to Minneapolis. We are at B37, right? He goes, well, that's what it says. But I said, but the board says 3:30 Minneapolis, St. Paul. So he goes to the main screen, and of course, it's not B37. We have been changed to B42. So we go to B42. Well, inevitably, guess what? That got changed too. All of a sudden, we hear an announcement. And like, now where are we going? Check the board, make sure we heard right. Yep, let's go to 44. Oh my God, what is the problem? I just want to get home. So, the airport is always an issue, whether it's gate changes or crazy TSA Terrors. There's always something going on. But, you know, it kind of is what it is. You know, and whether you're out of New York or Miami or Seattle, some are better than others. Better, worse. Maybe you thought you had it down pat what was going to happen, and then it all changes and you're like, what the heck? But it is what it is. I try to stay calm. Somebody likes to start an argument. I won't say his name, but he lives in the house that I live in and wears the same wedding ring that I wear. I wish he would just try to be calm. I just don't want to get arrested. I want to go home. So, I needed to tell you that TSA story. Yep, yet another one. I want to thank you for joining me in this episode of my Tales from the High Seas. Remind you that we're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Yep. So, on behalf of Kevin and myself, I want to remind all of you to travel safe and cruise often.